showing up today for the October 21st meeting for the THECHEW. My name is Michelle Hobaugh, and I'm the 2021 President-elect for OCHAR. Today, I have the distinct pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Maurice Brown, who is the chair of the North Carolina Realtors Service Corporation Coordinator. And he's got some really interesting things that he's going to share with us. We've got some great products out there that we hope that you're all using, because the more that you use these products, the more it comes back to our association. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Maurice Brown. Good morning, Maurice.
I thought I was unmuted, but I wasn't. I was getting ready to start talking. Good morning, everyone. I had to look at my watch to see what time it was, but good morning. Again, as Michelle said, my name is Maurice Brown. I am the Partner Program Coordinator with NC Realtors, your state association. And I've got a presentation for you guys that'll share some information about what the partner program is, how it relates to you, how it can save you money, and how it can benefit your local association in the form of non-dues revenue, which everybody likes. So let's give them a little share screen option up here. And we're going to get started. All right, so can everyone see that? If you cannot see it, let me know. And but everybody should be able to see it now. I've got my screen shared up. So you get into the partner program and you kind of want to understand more about it. And I want to make sure that we kind of walk our way through this. This is the logo that you'll typically see with most partners. They'll have co-branded material, but we want to make sure that you guys recognize the logo and so you can be prepared for it. And so as you think about the program, a couple of facts come together. You look at that you're saving time, you're saving money, and that it is the group that houses the partner program is a service corporation. It's a subsidiary of NC Realtors, and it's set up more so for tax purposes, but it's set up to make sure that we have members that are making the decisions and vetting those particular programs or services to make sure that you guys, that they're actually something you would use and something that's beneficial. You get discounts on services and provides non-dues revenue back to the local associations. As that money comes back in, everybody, I'm losing my mouse, there it is. Everybody has an opportunity to benefit from it. So the more you use it, the more money you save. As a realtor, you don't have to enroll. Everything that you need to do is just basically take advantage of the services that benefit you most. I've got my little fades going back and forth, so for a dramatic effect there. So hopefully everybody likes that. Let's see. And so first partners, or first categories that we have are insurance services. And so we'll start there. And we'll start with Travelers and Alliance. Travelers is our first, our newest partner. They were originally, we had Nationwide in this category, and Alliance is your local on the ground partner. So members have access to discounts that's not available to the general public, home, auto, and renter's insurance. They do custom coverages. Of course, when you bundle your homeowners and your auto, you get bundled discounts as well. So you got a local contact here on the ground, which is, you see the number there. And then if you want to get an online quote, you can go from there as well. Some members have already started receiving mailers in the mail, letting them know that, hey, whenever it's time to renew, you can compare your pricing and look at what works best for you. But we are excited about this partner. Alliance will be getting out and about. They will have co-branded material there where you'll see the Travelers umbrella and then the Alliance logo. But once COVID is over, you'll probably see them quite a bit. Pearl Insurance, Errors and Omissions, that is our partner there. One of the reasons they've been chosen is based on their customer service, their ability to have multiple products under the same umbrella that reaches out to the members. You can always get a quote online. The number is there, 800-465-0200. And they are also a sponsor as well. So you'll see a lot of their logos at in-person events, and sometimes their folks will come visit us. We'll get into some of the business services that we have available. C2 Magazine Gift Program, which is popular before the pandemic, but has also been a popular way for members to kind of reach out and connect with folks that you can't see in person. It's also used for placement marketing, which is not necessarily exciting right now because people aren't frequenting businesses. But say you have a situation where you need a closing gift, you want something where you can kind of stay in contact. The magazine gift program allows you to basically gift a subscription to a client, and for the next 12 months, they'll get a magazine. And however you design your contact label or your loyalty label, it'll have your contact information, it'll have your picture on there if you want, and then every month they'll see that. And you'll get a notification when the subscription is about to end. And then you can pretty much reach back out to that client and see if they have a referral for you, or if there's another avenue where you can assist them. If for some reason it works out and they give you a referral, maybe you move the subscription forward and renew it for another year. But if for some reason they're like, hey, I've got my house, appreciate you, but I'm on my way, then you end the subscription from there. From the placement marketing standpoint, when you think about when people get back out and about in areas where there's waiting rooms, such as doctor's offices, dentist offices, things of that nature, having your magazine there with your contact information is a great way to kind of canvas an area where your potential clients may be. Many realtors become property managers by default. And so due to that, we wanted to make sure that we had a partner that helped make that process a little bit easier. Many members have gotten into Airbnb services based on those properties. So with that being the case, you have My Rental as a partner that can do tenant screening. They can do background checks for you. We receive 20% discounts off of all the bundled services. All you have to do is go to the link down below. And once you sign up, you can let them know what tier that you're interested in. And you can see the standard pricing there. You can see what our members pay. So if for some reason you find yourself into that realm, or you start picking up investment properties, but you need to put a tenant in there, you can use this service and save you some time, some money, and a little bit of headache. ID Shield. We came across this partner because one of the things we were looking at was how much fraud was going on, not necessarily just within the industry, but from a privacy standpoint or individual standpoint. And so we looked at, you had credit monitoring and all these other things, but ID Shield was the only one with the $5 million service guarantee. And that was the reason we went with them. The full service restoration claim is definitely huge as well, because we didn't just want somebody to say, oh, you've got this issue, but we can't help you fix it. An ID Shield is different in that aspect of being able to do that. So you don't have any processing fee. You start looking at it from a family aspect. You may have children, you want to protect their identity. You can pretty much add everybody at the family rate and make sure that their identity and their contact their information is protected. All you have to do is call this number below for Johnny Jones. He is our ID Shield representative, and he will basically customize it, get you up and running. They do have an app that they use, and which also led us to Legal Shield. As realtors, you are individual entities, LLCs, S Corps, whatever the case may be. So you have legal questions that you may not be able to call Will Martin for. So we wanted to have a partner that can kind of encompass some of the things that's outside of it, from whether it's IRS taxes, you're moving from one showing to the next, driving a little fast, maybe you got a ticket. It happens. You want to be able to have someone that can help you out there, and you're not losing time. With the app, you can actually take a picture of the ticket or the citation. It'll go to the lawyer. They can go to court for you. You don't pretty much lose any time should something like that happen. You don't want you speeding, but if it happens, we want to make sure that you're okay. So again, the number at the bottom is still the same. Reach out to Mr. Jones and he will get you taken care of. And those are your individual and family rates. Low and sign company. Marketing is huge. You want to make sure that you have signage in front of your properties. You want to have something that's distinct to separate you from everyone else. Maybe you want a smaller sign, or maybe you want a life-size version of you standing in front of the property. If that's the case, Low and Sign can put that together for you. They do a lot of custom products. I have had other local associations that have stores inside of their actual building. They have gotten with Low and Sign, and they get some of the generic signs, open house, some of the things that many of the members may use, and they sell them within their store at a different price. They use a discount code to get their discounts from there. It's a great way to move money in and out and help everybody have the custom signage or the generic signage that they may want. One of the things they do, or that's big during this time of the year, is they have the reflective signs. So as the night fall comes early or the sun sets earlier, and people are getting out from work, they can pretty much drive and they can see the reflective aspects of the sign, and it makes it easier for them to see the property. You got your discount code there and the number that you can call. Once you set up your initial account with them, you can go online and you can use the same code over and over again and get the same discounts. Uh-oh. So now we have Office Depot, Office Max as a partner. They've been around for a while. You get up to 30% on paper, ink, pens, various items throughout the store. Now, depending on the brand, will determine whether what the discount is. If you take Apple, Apple does no type of discounts at all, but Lenovo and some of the other technology does have some levels of discounts. You get into paper clips, whether it's a high-end brand or the Office Depot brand, determines where your discounts lie. You can use the discount card at the bottom where it's talking about, you text NCR card to that number, you will receive a link back to your digital pocket card. Screenshot that and save it in your phone. You can use it online, you can use it in the store, you can do curbside pickup with them. If your total order is $50 or more, it ships next day for free. During this time, the pandemic, they were one of the few places that had a lot of the wipes, a lot of the cleaning supplies, Lysol that people needed, that people really couldn't find anywhere else. Because a lot of people don't think of Office Depot, Office Max as, household cleaners, water, coffee, things of that nature. So definitely take advantage of it. Get some of the things that you need, tax write-off, because you're working from home. But definitely make sure that you take advantage of the savings that are there with Office Max and Office Depot. Next partner, which I'm extremely happy about, especially during this time, is Paperless Agent. Every 2 weeks, they do free social media and marketing techniques training. Some people have been taking advantage of it, and they haven't, moved towards the Paperless Agent Academy, where there is a cost. But every 2 weeks, you're talking about, learning something different. If something changes with Instagram, something changes with Facebook, LinkedIn is like new gold now because you can pretty much canvas in different ways. They offer marketing scheduling tips. They have a robust YouTube channel, which offers a ton of training. And so as you find how people are moving during the pandemic and pre-pandemic and what they'll be doing post-pandemic, it's always great to get a different perspective. You're talking about a little bit over, all in all, about 30 years of real estate experience and about 30 years of marketing and social media, since social media's been around, experience. And they work well together. The trainings are informative, and they are very, very, very enjoyable. So all you got to do is go to the link that's there. It'll sign you up and you'll start to get the email. It'll let you know when those trainings will take place. And all you got to do is click in. It does not cost you anything. All you got to do is go and pick up the knowledge. So next we have Taxbot. Around this time, they are always a conversation because everybody's going through the year and you kind of got things going on and you aren't sure exactly okay, what's changed tax-wise, what can I claim, what can I not claim? Am I keeping up with my mileage? In most cases, the answer is no. And everybody's got a shoebox at the end of the year and they're sifting through receipts like crazy. So Taxbot is a mileage tracker, but it's also an expense tracker, which is one of the bigger things. They recently, actually might have been a year, maybe 2 years ago, they got purchased by Intuit. So there's some integration there. So if you already have the Intuit aspect of it, picking up the tracker from your phone is a great app to use. You can take pictures of your receipts, it stores in the cloud, you can automatically classify them. So as you're moving through the year or the quarter, depending on how you file your taxes, you're pretty much doing your taxes then, and you've got a balance sheet at the end. You got a 14-day free trial. Go to the link below, give it a try, see if you like it. Many people aren't traveling as much as possible, but if you're not keeping up with your expenses on a week-to-week or month-to-month basis, this will definitely help you with the level of organization that you want. They also have, I encourage folks to follow them on social media because they talk a lot about some of the things that you can keep up with to save you money throughout the year, because you get to the end of the year, you're like, oh man, had I categorized it this way or done it this way, I could have saved myself some money. They were one of the first to break down the tax code in a major way, and it was really helpful to a lot of people. So I encourage people to take advantage of them or at least follow them on social media. UPS, what can Brown do for you? That's the slogan. Air, ground, you're getting into the holiday season, you start looking at the fact that you're doing things more virtually now, but in some cases you do have to send some documents out, or you're shipping holiday gifts. You get into a situation where you want shipping, you want to at least know what your savings are. So you can set up an online account, which will get you a UPS number. You can always use it to, whether you're in a UPS store or whether you want them to pick up from your home. Once you call the 800 number and get everything set up and have your UPS number, they can give you supplies. You never have to leave the house to get your packages out. So it just saves you some time, it saves you some energy, and saves you money, which is the bigger thing. ZipForm Plus. Everybody has questions about ZipForm Plus. They are now owned by Lone Wolf Technologies. So the name of ZipForm Plus may change in the coming years. And that's, well, actually it might be next year, but I'm not exactly certain of what the name is going to be, but there's been talks about it. But the product is pretty much itself. That's where your transactions are. The main information I want to get out here is the customer service and technical support number at the bottom. A lot of people will run into issues concerning where the benefits lie, and they might be in ZipForm Standard, when technically to get the free service, they should be in ZipForm Plus. And what often happens is somebody's got a deal going, they want to get it done, they're not sure where to turn, and so they end up paying for ZipForm Standard instead of just getting moved over to ZipForm Plus, which is pretty much the same platform. It's easier to use. So at the bottom, you've got the customer service and technical support number. Monday through Friday is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Saturday and Sunday is open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you should be able to reach out, get any feedback that you need. But the online platform is pretty much the same. We're going to get into some lifestyle services, and this category was created about 2 years ago because we recognize that you guys do more than just sell real estate. You have a life, you travel, you work out, you need to be healthy mentally and physically. And so Active and Fit Direct became a partner because a lot of realtors were working out, trying to be healthy, but gym prices were just going through the roof. The more people were excited about working out, the more, or staying healthy, the costs continue to go up. And so Active and Fit Direct pretty much has across the country 11,000 different fitness centers, and the price is $25 per month. They also have 800 plus on demand. That should be demand, should be a D in there. Fitness video classes accessible at home, on the go, wherever you're traveling to. You can also get a printout or a voucher for other gyms that are in the network should you be anywhere else. Now, this partner is slightly different than everyone else. You do have to log on to the NC Realtors website, and you do have to click the link inside the NC Realtors website to go to it. If you right-click, save, and open a new browser, it'll tell you that there's no link available. It works through a gateway cookie system, so if you do, to basically make sure that people are members. But once you sign up, you can pick a gym in your area. If a new gym opens, but they're not listed, all you have to do is send me an email. I'll forward it over to them. They will add them or give them the option to be added. But the other thing that a lot of people like is the on-demand videos. Some days, especially during this time of year, if it wasn't for COVID, a lot of people will be wanting to work out at home or work out early in the morning. And maybe it's too cold, maybe the weather's whatever, but at least you have some options there to stay healthy. Booking community. Travel, travel, travel. Everybody's got a travel option. The account you create is free from the link below. And then that way you can compare when you get ready to travel, whether it's business or personal, you can take a look and say, is Booking Community giving me a better price? Most of your savings here will be through lodging. Airline tickets and rental cars, the prices fluctuate based on business. But a lot of the lodging typically they look much further out. And so people tend to go in that direction to save. We've had Service Corp board members and members across the state use it when they're going to various meetings to find the best deal, and they've had great savings and great customer service from it. So create you an account, and whenever you get ready to think about traveling again, whether it's abroad or local, you can pretty much make it a well-informed decision to see what savings are there for you. Call a Doctor Plus. Telemedicine has become more prevalent now, and so we're kind of glad we had them as a partner early on. Members were asking about health insurance. This is not health insurance, it's a health service. but it is something that you can pay through your HSA as far as the monthly service or the monthly cost. But it gives you a chance to basically use the telemedicine, so you're not sitting in a doctor's office, putting yourself at risk of being, around other folks that may have the flu, cold, whatever the case may be. And you can do it from the comfort of your home. You can fill prescriptions. You can pretty much do a number of different things. The personal health advocate is someone that you would speak to within the platform that would help you look at a service that you're getting ready to get and help you find the best cost. Typically, a doctor or physician will refer you to somebody that they know, but that may not necessarily be the best for your budget or the best cost options for you. So you can always look at, hey, I can find out who in my area, and you may have great ratings for these 5 physicians that perform the service, but the pricing is different because they all set their own pricing. You have counseling service, EAP program, rough day, you need somebody to talk to. The family plan works out, whether it's the kids or your spouse. If they need someone that they need to connect with, then they can always reach out. The medical bill saver negotiators, typically what they do is they combine everything for you, because typically you have anesthesiologists, you've got, your recovery, you've got the actual surgery, and all of them are billing you separately. That particular realm, they pull all that together, you pay one cost, and then they work it out on the back end, seeing who gets what. So there's a lot of transparency that's there that helps with this one. So all you got to do is go to the link there. You can review it. You can watch some videos about what the service actually encases, and you can make a decision from there based on the pricing and what you want to do. Like I said, they are HSA eligible. So if you want to pay it out of your HSA account, you can. Lifeline Screening. We've had members across the state that have saved a family member or saved their own lives based on getting screened. Typically, with strokes, there's very little options of stroke prevention. Typically, it happens and people have no idea beforehand, based on whatever health issues they have. So for $135, members can get these 4 screens that are listed below. That can include it, and you can kind of have some ideas of what you need to do to make sure that you can move towards stroke prevention. But we've had people find things concerning themselves that they might not have known, and your normal yearly physical is not going to pick up any of these things. So you have a priority code at the bottom, and you can call the 888 number to schedule the potential screening. You can schedule it for yourself, you can schedule it for a family member. They also, and of course COVID has changed some things, but they also do member events. And so what we've found, or they worked out, is, let's just say you wanted to have a community event as an association. You would contact them. They would give you the specs that you could set up in your facility. They would come out. They would set up. You could kind of reach out to the community and say, hey, we're doing stroke prevention screening. And during that time frame, the members of your community could use the priority code to save on the screenings, thus creating non-dues revenue for you. But at the same time, you have some involvement with the local community as well. Safe showings. This safe showing has been around for a while, and it was developed by a realtor out of South Carolina. It has a preventive plan inside of it. The way it typically works is you basically go out to a listing. You have a list of folks that are your contacts. You basically put in there how long the showing should last. When you meet your clients, you take pictures of them, which uploads to the cloud, to basically say, this is who I'm meeting, and this is my location. If you stay longer than the time frame, it will notify the folks that you have stayed past your time frame, and they can immediately reach out to you and say, hey, are you okay? It offers GPS tracking as well. So while you're at the listing, if for some reason you leave and you don't let folks know that your listing has ended or your listing presentation has ended, at least you have that contact piece. The goal is to deter crime before it actually happens and have a timely response should anything happen there. So basically the price of a Starbucks coffee per month, you've got your safety, you've got a safety device there for you that can make sure that you are in the best possible situation as you move about and get folks to you in the event there's an emergency, regardless of what it is. So you can call the number to sign up, or you can sign up from the link that's there. Now, you must use the link to sign up to get the discount. Otherwise, if you just go to your Google or Apple store and download the app, then you will not get the discount pricing. Technology services. It's my little origami there. Aerial look. Virtual tours are huge these days. Everybody's looking for a way to show off various properties. So they do drone video, photos, 3D Matterport tours. They do social media marketing of your virtual tour. They host it for you. We get a lot of international investors, and Daywalk is one of the websites that they post all of their tours on. So for those people that are doing, whether it's commercial or residential, North Carolina people are truly interested in it based on the fact that you have the mountains on the one end, the coast on the other, and great living spaces in between. Drone, should you want drone photography, it's $175 for a minute worth of aerial footage and 5 aerial photos. That's a lot of footage. I mean, you're talking about a full 60 seconds of footage there. Still photos, $120 for up to 25 photos for 6 square feet. And the Matterport tours, if it's less than 4,000 square feet, it's $195. And if it's more than 4,000 to 10,000 square feet, it's $245. That's considerably low and considerably less as far as the cost frame that everybody looks at. And you're talking about somebody coming out to the property, you're getting 48-hour turnaround, you've got a full functioning Matterport tour from one end of the house to the other, or one end of the property to the other. So definitely take advantage of it during this time frame. You can have pop-ups that can show certain aspects of it. You can also have an integrated tour. So say somebody pops up, it notifies you, you can go there and answer any questions. So that way people can tour the property and you physically don't even have to be there, but you can have a conversation with them to make sure that any questions they have about it are taken care of. Got another origami. So Agent Icon, free partner. The social media content is free. It's sent to you via email Monday through Friday morning. Mine came early this morning, and it gives you an image of the day, and then it gives you a link to a gallery of multiple pieces of content. You also get a realtor-related article, and then you also get a feel-good article, and then you get a technical article. The technical article today was about Instagram and how to use the swipe up feature for a link. So let's just say you're on Instagram and you're posting a picture. Agent Icon in that email that it sent over is saying, hey, you know, Instagram typically doesn't work with links, but if you use the swipe up feature and you learn this information, someone can look at your picture of your listing, swipe up, and the link take them directly to your listing of where you've got a house. So that's the type of content that comes on a regular basis. You can leave it generic and it doesn't cost you anything. If you want to brand it, you can, and at least that way you can put it out there. Once you sign up for it, if you have not used it, you'll start to see where other colleagues are using some of the imagery that's provided by Agent Icon. Again, it doesn't cost you anything, but searching for content on social media to post, if you don't have someone feeding it to you, such as Agent Icon, it can take quite a bit of time to make sure that you have a social media presence. Pipeline ROI, inbound marketing solutions for realtors. You want to have a look at, do you have a website? Is that website fully functioning? What's your social media presence? Email marketing campaigns. Are you using your contacts that you've built over time to occasionally reach out to them to say Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays, or you've got their anniversary information in your CRM. Are you reaching out to them to to say happy anniversary, or are you reaching out to them in various ways? Pipeline ROI sets that up for you behind your website, but it also puts you in a situation where you have a mobile-friendly website, and you can capture leads as people come across. Data and social media content, that's the new oil. If people are going by your website, even if they don't click on anything, you want to kind of know that they're there so you can ultimately reach out to them or connect with them, or have a pop-up that says, hey, I've got an open house coming up. So you want to kind of use that. And so with Pipeline ROI, you get 20% off of any of the services that you choose. And all you got to do is call the number below, see what they have available. They do have a fully functioning website that has tons of content and tons of information. In many cases, too much to list right now, but pipeline.ROI.com, you should be able to see everything that you need there. So where do you find all these partners? You're basically going to go to the ncrealtors.org website. You're going to click to sign in. If you do not sign in, you'll be able to see the partner tile, but you will not be able to see the benefits behind that and the links to use any of the partners that are available. So in the upper right-hand corner, you want to sign in, and it'll ask you for your NERDS number and your password. Your password is password, unless you've changed it. So if you change it, then you'll be able to, keep some levels of security there. If you've never logged in, then NRDS number and password. And then you'll click on Business Center. And once you click there, it'll basically take you down to the Realtor Partners Save tile. If you're already logged in, you'll basically be able to type in www.ncrealtors.org/save, and it'll take you directly there. But if for some reason you're not logged in, then you'll have to make those steps to get to where you need to be. And so again, summary of how to get there, ncrealtors.org, sign in, click the Business Center, and start saving money. And that's your quick link there. But make sure that you are signed in. If you have any questions, definitely let me know now so I can pretty much give you some feedback or some direction. We are constantly adding partners. I mentioned Lone Wolf earlier, Service Corp approved Lone Wolf, and we're in the process of contractual agreements, which is always fun. But we're always looking at partners that can service the entire state and that members will use and that are willing to save money and reinvest back into the realtor community. So does anyone have any questions? My contact information is on the screen right now. You can email me, even if it's not necessarily partner related. And you're not sure who to contact at the state association. Shoot me an email. I get you connected to the right person. You can always call. All of our calls are being forwarded, so we can reach back out to everybody should anybody need it. And if there aren't any questions, I definitely want to thank you guys for having me. Look forward to possibly getting back out whenever this pandemic slows down and we've got things under control. But thank you for having me, everyone.
I would like to say thank you so much, Maurice, for joining us today. And if you haven't checked out the ncrealtors.org partners agent icon is really interesting. You can take a picture of the property that you're going into the meeting, and then by the time that you sit down with the client, they've already done a whole marketing campaign for you, and you can show the open house and stuff like that. Another one that I really like is the magazine subscription program. $18. There's a whole list of magazines that you can choose from and send your clients, and they get a year's worth of reminders that how wonderful you are. So thank you so much, Maurice, for bringing some of those to the forefront today. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay.
Maurice, there is a question in the chat that says, can they get a copy of your slideshow?
Yes. I will say yes, I could probably get a copy of it. I know Cub is recording now as far as the actual presentation itself. We do update it. And we do want, folks to get by the website. So I did respond. If you can just email me like which slides you want, then I can send them over to you. And if I have to use Dropbox, then I can drop it in Dropbox for you to have access.
Okay. Thank you again, Maurice. Really appreciate your time today.
All right. Thank you guys so much. If you need anything, I am only an email or phone call away. Again, thank you guys for having me again.
Thanks.